Welcome to Rags to Riches. In this series, I'll stop you from looking like this and get you looking like this, with as much money to buy as many businesses, supercars, and yachts as you like. GTA Online can be insanely confusing, so in this 3-episode mini-series, I'm gonna make sure that these are the only 3 videos you ever need to watch in order to understand what is going on in GTA Online and how to make money fast. So let's not waste any time, let's get you rich and let's start a new character. This is Juan. Juan is a level 1. So Juan, let's get straight into Los Santos. Alright, here we are, lovely afternoon, at least I hope it's afternoon. And look at that, we've already got over $10,000 from Rockstar. So first thing we're gonna do is we need 2 things, a vehicle and some weapons. So let's go make a little bit of money so we can afford those things. Now if you have $0, there are 5 different things that you can do to make money immediately. One of them is the stash houses. You can do these once per day, they'll be on your map with this logo here. So I'm gonna steal a car and drive over there while I explain the other 4. The other thing you can do is the G's Cash. These also are available once a day, and you can find them with this logo here on your map. All you need to do is go to that location, search within the circle for the beeping package, pick it up, and you'll get about $20,000. You could also go over and do the Junk Energy time trial with this logo here on your map. You can also do these once a day. Completing these will get you $50,000. Next, you can go to the Diamond Casino over here on the map and spin the lucky wheel. You can win a lot of things from this, like RP, chips, cash, and even a car. And then finally, you can do your Junk Energy skydives. 10 of these will spawn around the map every day, and if you complete all of them, you'll get $150,000. But that one probably takes the most time. So here we are at the stash house. Now, we could use those other methods, but this is going to be enough to get us on our way for today. So we'll go inside, take these guys out. Okay, this guy's being a bit difficult. Now we're looking for a code. It should be on a little sticky note. Here it is. Okay, 79, 77, 73. Let's go put that in. Now we just need to escape. Okay, and as we escape here, we should get $30,000. Now, for experienced players, this isn't going to give you $30,000. That's probably because you already own a business. If you own a business, instead of giving you a lot of money, it's actually going to completely resupply one of your businesses, which is actually kind of better, but we don't have a business yet, so we're going to use this money. Okay, now that we have the money, let's go to Ammunation and pick up a couple of weapons. Now, for beginners, the 2 I'm going to recommend are a carbine rifle here. We'll buy some attachments as well. That's going to be our main gun, and then we're also going to buy a mini SMG because this is a one-handed weapon, and for now this is the best weapon we can use while shooting out of a car. On to the next step. What we want to do is get ourselves a garage. This is so we can store our vehicles, and nowadays you can actually get this garage here for free in Dynasty 8. So just go into the website, sort from lowest to highest price, and pick up this 2-car garage. It's not much, but it'll do for now. Okay, so now we actually need a car. For now, what we're going to do is just steal a car off the street and make it our own. So just look in the area around you, try and find the fastest looking car. We'll just take the Chevrolet Fugitive here. Now let's take this into Los Santos Customs, put a tracker on it, and a full coverage as well, so it's our personal vehicle. Now I know what you're thinking, TGG, but this car sucks, I want a supercar. I know, me too, but don't worry, we're not going to be using this car for long. It's just the car we're going to use for like the next couple of hours. By the end of this video, we're going to get a free supercar, and for anyone playing on PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X, we're also going to get a basically free HSW car as well, so stick around. Now, just before, we got a phone call from Vincent telling us to start up the Cluckin farm raid, and this is going to be our first step to making some serious money. So we're going to go and do this. To start this up, go over to the left side of Los Santos here where the letter V is on your map. All right, here we are. And while this cutscene goes on, I'll explain what on earth we're doing and how much money we're going to make from this. This is the Cluckin farm raid. It was introduced in March 2024, so it's very new. And this is now the best way to make money in the entire game for low-level players. So what's the plan? Well, the Cluckin farm raid is basically a mini heist, and to complete it, we need to complete 5 setup missions and then a finale. Now, I'll show you the fastest way to do it in just 1 second, but a couple things you need to know about this is it's gonna pay you $500,000. If you follow this method, it should take you less than 1 hour, hopefully, and it also has a 48-minute cooldown. So we'll talk talk about that after we finish it. But quickly, one more thing we want to do before we actually start the first setup mission. Head over to Premium Deluxe Motorsport on your map over here. Now, we're not going to be buying a car, don't worry, we don't need the money for that just yet. But what we are going to be doing is going over to this table here and picking up all of the snacks we can. That's because they're free here, and snacks are the way you heal yourself in GTA Online. So we're going to need these, and we're going to need to come back and restock these after every couple of missions. Okay, so let's head back to the Vespucci police station, go into this marker here, and start up the mission called Slush Fund. Vincent wants us to steal some cash to set up the Cluckin farm raid. So we have to go to point A and point B and steal some money. Sorry fellas, you wouldn't believe me, but it's actually a cop telling me to come and kill you, so sorry about that. It's so nice that these guys just sort of wait and watch you. You know, you wouldn't want to kill someone while they're stealing money. That's not very nice. And thank you for waiting, buddy. Here you go. Take this one. Oh, there's a lot of guys here. Okay, I'm not going to kill them all. Let's just go inside. Yoink again. Now let's take this back to Vincent. One down. Now, for all of these missions, the process is just going to be the same. As soon as you finish one mission, we just have to go back to the police station and start up the next one. And let's move on to the next mission, breaking and entering. So straight away, we have two things that we need to do. We can go to the Terabyte or the laptop. It's going to be much faster to go to the laptop first. So let's head over there now. Now, when you get here, Vincent is going to send us a photo, as you can see right here, of the person we're looking for. And I think we may have just found him right here. Okay, that's very lucky. Let's take this laptop. But if for whatever reason you can't find him, trust me, I know this is crazy, but if you just start shooting people on the pier, like just start unloading into everyone, the person you're looking for is actually going to pop up red on your map. So as crazy as it sounds, that's actually the fastest way to find the guy you're looking for. And this guy is pissed. Sorry, dude. I'm not going to take you out. I wouldn't kill innocent civilians. All right, let's move over to the Terabyte. All right, it's going to be in this big circle somewhere. Here it is. Now, we need to take out a bunch of drones. This is why we got the special carbine. It's going to be good for this thing. They shouldn't normally kill you, but if you're not paying attention, they definitely can take you out, so just be careful here. Now let's go inside. Take this hacking device. Thank you very much. And now in 1 second, Vincent is going to give us a new waypoint. There we go. We need to go to the cartel's compound and steal a train. If it's your first time through, just take this slow and steady. Just take the guys out one by one. Take cover. Use snacks if you need to. And one of these guys is going to drop a key for us. Alright, there it is. Let's pick this one up. Take out the guys at the front of the train here. And let's hop in. Now this bit's pretty fun, so we're just going to drive the train, pretty straightforward of course, and once we get to these red circles, we just need to hack them with right on the D-pad. There we go. Also in this part, just make sure you try and take out the guys on the back of the pickup trucks. They're going to do the most damage. I just don't understand why you would park a helicopter in front of a train. I don't know how you think that's going to work, dude. Alright, another mission down. Back to the police station, and we're on to the next one. Let's do concealed weapons. Now, in this mission, there's 3 different locations you can steal weapons from. We're gonna go get loadout A, just because it's the quickest and easiest. And the way we're setting this up, the finale is gonna be very easy, trust me. So loadout A will get us a compact rifle, a combat pistol, a mini SMG, a crowbar, and some Molotovs, as well as light armor for the finale. The loadout's not great, but it's gonna be just fine. Now, if you did want to go and get the other loadouts for whatever reason, these are the loadouts you can expect to get. Loadout B will get you a heavy rifle, a tactical SMG, a heavy shotgun, some pipe bombs, and some medium armor. And loadout C is actually a military kit, so this is going to get you a machine gun, an AP pistol, combat shotgun, grenades, and heavy armor. This is the loadout I would recommend if you're trying to do the finale loud and aggressive, but we're going to be doing it silent and sneaky, and it's going to be much easier this way, so option A is going to be fine. Alrighty, we've got a bit of a shootout here. Let's be careful, take our time. Excuse me, buddy. Now let's run up here and steal this gear. Are we clear? I think we're clear, we're good. Alright, so it's going to be in the back of one of these trunks. There she is, we got it. Let's take these back to Vincent and move on to the next one. Now, once you get here, you will actually need to text Vincent, just like I'm doing here. You're going to need to confirm the loadout that you've chosen, as well as the armor that you've chosen as well. You can choose to get multiple armor and gear if you want. There's no real point to this, but if you do want to do it, you can change whichever loadout you want once you get to the finale. But yeah, as I said, not really worth it. On to the next mission, hit and run. Now, yet again, we have 3 options. We can go to A, which is going to be the easiest and give us the worst vehicle. We can go to B, which is going to give us a faster vehicle, and then we can go to option C, which will get us a military vehicle. And again, just like the weapons, option A is going to be the quickest and easiest to get done. If you want to go to option B and get a fast car, absolutely go do it. That's up to you. But trust me, once we get to the finale, no cops are even going to be on us at all. We're going to be in and out. It's going to be super easy. So option A is just going to be the fastest. All right, once we get here, we need to look for the power box. It should be up here. Now we need to deliver this vehicle to the Cluckin farm garage. So what you want to do here is actually very simple. To avoid any enemies chasing you, just drive up onto the train tracks right here. And you can actually just follow these train tracks all the way to the garage we're trying to get to. That's why I recommend getting vehicle A. It's just so quick, so easy, no enemies are going to chase you. It's awesome. Just like the weapons, we will need to text Vincent and confirm the one that we've chosen. And after that, we'll just leave the area and we're done. Okay, on to disorganized crime, the final setup mission. So first thing we need to do is go and hack 2 vehicles. All right, first one down. All right, here's the second one. Let's hack these guys. Now, once the hack is complete, you'll see they'll actually stop their car here. We'll just take these guys out. You don't need to do this, but I'm just going to show you for the sake of showing you. They're going to drop a Cluckin farm outfit, so go put this on if you want. It's just going to make you a bit more disguised once we get to the warehouse here. So let's head over there now. Now, this is the most important part of all of the setup missions we've done. There are 4 things that we need to do here. If we fail to do any of them, the finale for this raid is going to be loud, and we don't want that. We want to do the finale in stealth, so we need to do all of these 4 things. Step 1 is find the keycard. That's pretty obvious. We'll get to that in a second. Step 2 is we need to take out all of the witnesses. Step 3, we need to sabotage all of the trucks. Keep in mind that we need to sabotage them, not blow them up. And then step 4, we need to wipe the CCTV footage. Failing to do any of these will screw up the finale, so let's make sure we do this right. Now, once we get inside here, make sure you're using a weapon that has a suppressor on it. Now, you can try and do this in stealth and make sure you don't get detected. If you want to do that, fine. I've done guides on that before. But what's actually going to be quickest here is just running in and taking out absolutely everyone as fast as possible. The reason I say that is no matter what you do, you're going to have to take out witnesses at the end. There's nothing you can do from stopping these additional enemies from spawning in. So we may as well go in guns blazing, and at this point, all you need to do is make sure that you kill all of the enemies before this timer expires. If you do that successfully, the timer will just disappear, and we can move on to the next steps. So remember, we have 3 other things that we need to do. Wipe the CCTV footage, and we can do that by going in here. Sabotage all of the trucks. We can do that by walking up to them and sabotaging them. And then finding the keycard. To do this, we need to drill some lockers. So there's 2 spawn locations for the drill, one of which is over in this wall here. From there, we just go through, drill all of these boxes until we find the keycard. Now, you can keep drilling and drill all of them if you want. There is going to be a little bit of extra cash in these boxes. It's up to you. If you want to do it, it's only going to give you a couple $1,000s. Not really worth it, so we're just going to move on. Once you get outside, you'll know that you've successfully done this in stealth if a truck with a flatbed on the back spawns nearby. If you've got that, hop in the truck and we're going to deliver it back to Vincent. Now we're on to the finale. So I'm going to walk you through step by step how to complete this as safe and easy as possible.
Should I have added air holes? Cluck twice if you're in trouble. Okay, good. Now remember, when you burst out of that crate, you'll be in the heart of that operation. How you choose to use the element of surprise is up to you. This is it. Good luck.
Obviously, first thing you want to do is equip the gun that has the suppressor on it, and we're just going to make our way through this first room, taking out these 3 enemies in this order. Now we want to shoot this fuse box, make our way through the door, and quickly headshot this guard here before he can react.
I've bribed some friends in the
Now we just gotta clear the rest of the hallway in this order. As we get closer, the two guys at the end of the hallway are gonna walk away, and we're gonna insert the keycard to the door at the end of the hall. Take out these three guys and steal all of the coke. Make our way back out, make our way through the next door, take out these two guys. Now be careful, sometimes a guard can walk through this door. If he does, just take him out as well. But he's not coming through right now, so we're just going to go through to the other coke storage area. Take out these two guards. And then take all of the coke from these crates. Now that we're back in the main area, this desk here is one possible spawn location for the office keys. So we're going to grab these ones. I'll show you the other one in a second. Now, there's going to be two guards in this next room. Just make sure that they're not looking at each other. And then take them out one by one. Also in this room, this is the second office key spawn location. So if it didn't spawn in the first spot, it would be here. And we'll make our way into the final room. Again, just make sure the guards aren't looking at each other. Then take them out one by one. Now we'll head into the office and start the hack on the computer.
Okay, here we go. Connect to the computer.
And we're going to use the hacking device to find the correct locations of the computers that we need to go to. Pretty straightforward, just go to the one that it's telling you to go to. And once we've done all three, as you can see, we look at our hacking device, you can see the code for the safe right here.
The code to the safe should be on the hacking device.
Okay, getaway time. The alarm is going to go off no matter what here, but that's fine. You haven't been detected yet. So we'll make our way outside.
Okay, I'm listening. They're shutting down most of the roads leading away from the factory. Fortunately.
And just follow the path that I go on. So we want to take out this first guy behind the truck. Take out this guy. Take out that guy. Then there's two more enemies we need to take out here. The first one's going to be on our garage door. So get rid of him. And then there's going to be one more guard here. Just wait till he turns around and actually walks towards us a bit. If you take him out where he's standing right there, another guard is actually going to see his dead body, which we don't want. So just wait till he walks towards us a bit. Now we can head into the garage, get our car. And now we're going to turn right. Line up a headshot on this cop that for some reason is on the train tracks. Then we're going to drive and follow the train tracks all the way to Sandy Shores. Once we get to this point, hop off the train tracks and just lose the cops. Just go off-roading. It should be very simple. There's no point trying to lose the cops in the top half of the map. It's actually impossible. The game just won't let you lose them. But once you get to here, it should be very straightforward. Lose the cops and then deliver the cash to Vincent.
This deep fried meat paste makes me weak.
And there we go, we're $500,000 richer, plus the first time through you're gonna get an extra $250,000 as a first time bonus. But as I said, we are gonna have a 48-minute cooldown on this one, but that's fine because there are some other really important things that we need to do next. And for anyone playing on PS5 and Xbox Series X or S, our next step is gonna be getting a better car. If you aren't playing on PS5 or Xbox Series X or S, skip ahead to the timestamp on your screen now, because this step you're you just can't do. It's pretty useful, but it's not essential, so I've made this guide with that in mind. Okay, so if you're on PS5 or Xbox Series X and S, let's keep going. Our next step is gonna be getting an HSW vehicle, and we're gonna be able to do this for pretty much free, which is awesome. First thing we want to do is go to Hal's Garage right here on the map and complete the time trial that he gives us. It's pretty straightforward, you should be able to do it first go, so go ahead and do that. And when you're done, Hal will actually give you the ability to upgrade a car from a normal vehicle to an HSW vehicle for free the first time you do it, which is huge because normally this costs like over $1 million. Okay, but what is an HSW vehicle and how do I get one? Well, a Hal's Special Works vehicle is a vehicle that can be upgraded with HSW upgrades to make it a lot faster than any other vehicle. You can do this in the LS car meet by paying for the upgrade, which we won't have to do for the first one. And how do we get one? Well, there's only a certain amount of vehicles that can be upgraded to HSW vehicles. A lot of them you have to buy, but the one we're going to be getting today you can actually find on the street for free, but it's kind of hard to do. So let's go do that now. Here's how you do it. Now, it needs to be nighttime. It needs to be between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. and the car we're looking for is a Sentinel XS, but there's only one spot that it can spawn, so it only spawns between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. right around this area here. The easiest place to find it is actually at this exact intersection, so as the clock hits 10 p.m. here, what we're going to do is just drive around the block and keep coming back to this intersection until we get the vehicle to spawn. Is it here? No. Okay, we're going to do a loop and we'll come back. All right, please be here. Please be here. Come on. Yes, that's the one! We got it, second go. Okay, now the one we got here is green. It can also spawn in purple, so keep your eye out for that. This car in 2 different colors. Now what we want to do is go and insure it at an LS Customs and make it a personal vehicle. And then after that, we're going to take it to the LS car meet. So let's head down there now. So the LS car meet is down here on your map. The first time you head in, you're going to get this long cutscene. And then in order to customize your car, you're also going to need to head over to Mimi here and buy an LS car meet membership for $50,000. It's unfortunate, but there's no way around it. Just gotta do it. All right, we want to upgrade it to HSW. That's gonna be free. Let's go. Okay, now there's also a couple of other HSW upgrades we can put on it. These are gonna be pretty expensive. If you can afford them, I would actually put as many HSW upgrades on as you can, because for our next step, we're actually gonna be using this car for time trials to earn more money, so you want it to be as fast as possible. Okay, so what are these time trials? Well, if we hop outside and go on our map, we can see 2 different weekly time trials. The first is just a normal time trial. This is going to give us $100,000 if we complete it in the time that we need to, and you can do that once per week. This one here though is an HSW time trial. This will also change location once per week, and you can only get the bonus payment once per week. So the normal time trial will get you $100,000, but this one will actually get you $250,000. So if we go and do both of these time trials each week, that's $350,000 for not much work. So I'm going to go ahead and do this HSW time trial now. Okay, we should do this with a lot of time to spare. I made this look kind of easy. I know we cut out a lot here. I actually did fail this a few times. You probably are going to fail it a couple times while you're learning the route that you need to go. It also helps if you put a waypoint on the end so that you know exactly where to go, and there we go. Okay, $250,000 in the bank. Nicely done. Let's move on to the next step. Now what we're going to do is our first dose story missions. This will give us 2 things. The first time through all of these missions, we're going to get a bonus $50,000 at the end of every mission, plus $250,000 after we complete the last one, which will give us $500,000. So that's pretty nice. That's going to be an easy way for us to make money. But the second thing it's going to do is at the end of these missions, we're going to get the Brigade 6x6 for free. Now, this is awesome because we can install an acid lab in the back of this, which is going to give us our first business, but it's going to save us a ton of money from not having to actually buy the Brigade 6x6 ourselves. So how do we start up these missions? The first thing you need to do is go out to the letter R on your map way out here for Ron. Make sure it's this one. There might be a couple of letter R cars, you want to go to this one specifically, and that's going to start up the very first mission. I'm not going to walk you through how to complete all of these contact missions. They are pretty straightforward, and you should be able to complete them yourself, but I'll just cut to the end of the missions where you can see that the bonuses we're getting, and then I'll tell you what to do next. Okay, mission 1 down, we got our payment, and we should get 50,000 extra. There it is. Okay, boom. Now we just want to hang out around here until Dax calls us. There it is. Okay, now we just go to the letter D on our map and we can start up the next one. Keep in mind that there are 6 of these missions, so we're going to get a massive chunk of bonus money here. Let's move on to mission 2. Got to steal these party supplies. Yoink. Mission 2 down. Let's wait for our bonus payments. There it is. Nice. Mission 3. Another 50. Mission 4, another 50. Mission 5, 50k more. And now we've got mission 6 where we need to actually steal the Brigade 6x6. So let's deliver this back to the freak shop and then we'll talk about what to do next. Alright, mission passed and we've got the $250,000 bonus looking nice in the bank account. But what do we do next? So you'll see on your map here that there's 3 possible Acid Lab equipment locations that you can go to. You can pick any of these. I just go to the closest one to the freak shop, to be honest. So let's go do that now. Now that we're inside, we need to load these pallets onto the back of this truck. Just take your time with this. Enemies can spawn in and take you out if you're not careful. Alright, now we're going to deliver this back to the freak shop. All that's done. Now what we have to do is actually install the lab equipment that we just stole into the back of the Brigade 6x6. To do this, we have to go over to Mutt here in the freak shop, and unfortunately, we're gonna have to pay him $750,000, which is kind of most of the money we just made from these first dose missions, but trust me, in the long run, this is gonna be worth it. So, how does the Acid Lab work? Well, to put it simply, the Acid Lab has a supplies bar and a stock bar. We need to fill up the supplies bar. We can do this either by buying supplies for $60,000 or stealing them through a series of missions, and then over time, Mutt will turn those supplies into stock that we can eventually sell, and we'll do that at the end of this first episode. But we have no supplies, so we can either go to Mutt and buy supplies, or we can do a stash house. Now, if you remember back at the start of the video, I said the stash house will either give you money or it will resupply one of your businesses. And this is why we got the Acid Lab first, because now we can resupply our Acid Lab for free every single day by completing our daily stash house. Another thing you'll probably want to do is get the Acid Lab upgrades. The equipment upgrade will massively increase how much money your Acid Lab will create. But to do it, we need to complete 10 Fooligan jobs. So what is a Fooligan job? Well, this is a mission that you need to call Dax for, so go to your phone and call Dax and request a job. So let's go do that now. Completing this will give us $50,000, which is kind of nice, but it will have a 48-minute cooldown, which is not so nice. So from now on, I want you to complete one of these missions every 48 minutes until you have done all 10 and can buy the equipment upgrade for your Acid Lab. So keep that going in the background and we're going to move on to the next step. For us, the next step is pretty simple. It's run the Cluckin farm raid again. You know how to do it, so I don't need to walk you through it this time. Go over to the Vespucci police station and start up another one. Alright, this took about an hour, but here we are. We're about to finish this one. And all done, another 500,000 in the bank. Now we can move on to the next step, which is completing the last dose story missions. So we did the first dose earlier, and now we're gonna do the last dose missions. So to start these up, eventually along the way you would have gotten another phone call from Dax, and just go back to the free shop, enter the letter D, and start up these missions. Now, these ones aren't going to give you a business like the Acid Lab, but after every mission for the first time you do them, you will get $100,000. There's 5 of these, so again, that's $500,000 bonus total. And you're also going to get a free supercar at the end of it, which is a pretty big deal. So just like the first dose missions, I don't think you need me to walk you through them. Just race through these and let's head to the end. Okay, so we've done all the missions, we got our bonus money, we're on the very top of Mount Chiliad, and we're sitting just under $1.6 million. Okay, let's find a new session and teleport back to the freak shop. Now Dax is going to tell us to go pick up Dr. Friedlander's car, so let's go do that now. And boom, just like that, we have the option to make it our own personal car, and we've got a supercar for free. Awesome. Our next goal is going to be to buy the Kasatka submarine so that we can start up the Cayo Perico heist. But we need a little bit more money, so there's a couple things we can do. The first is we're going to go and sell our Acid Lab stock, so let's go do that now. And we need a bit more money, so we're going to run one more Cluckin farm raid, and that'll take us up to 2.2 million, which is going to be enough to buy the Kasatka submarine. So that marks the end of episode 1. Episode 2 is coming out soon. It might already be out, depending on when you're watching it. So stay safe, and I'll see you there. Boys.